Russell Hotel's going live just for a couple minutes. Hey, I'm like close to noon today. This hasn't happened in quite some time. I'm doing this daily check-in. This is the daily check-in with Russell of Hotels. I do this Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Normally about between noon and 4 o'clock. I'm like I'm like close to noon today. So anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Hope your weekend was good. That Thanksgiving weekend. I know everybody was out doing their thing. Maybe not everybody, but a lot of people are out doing their things, traveling, from here to there. I did that, but I did more driving. And believe me, between like, let's say, Hemet and Blythe was crazy because there's a lot of traffic because of these. There's an outlet mall out. This is for people that are not in Southern California. There's an outlet mall called Cabazon, or I guess that's what it's called. Cabazon Mall? I don't know. Whatever the heck it's called. I don't go there, okay? But, I got family that goes there, right? So I don't go, but obviously, hundreds of thousands of people went because it created such a bottleneck and, created congestion and all that kind of stuff. So a normally 3.5 hour drive probably turned into like a 4.5 hour drive. So, at least added another hour to it. But it's to be expected because it's always like that. And we always go to my sister in law's house, which is out in Hemet area, and just trying to get back on the 10 freeway, which is the major freeway that goes from there to Blythe, is always hell. Okay, so but anyway, we did it. We survived it. Whatever. Got there. Whatever. And in fact, I got a Blythe hat on today. So check that out, right? So just a quick shout out to Halby's, Joe Halby out there in Blythe, who took care of me, who made me a Blythe hat, right? So I went to the store. It's called Halby's, HALBY', right? So, and I needed a hat, right? So I'm like, I always wanted a hat that said Blythe. Now, my high school is in Blythe as well, right? And it's called Palo Verde High. Okay, so I have Palo Verde High hats. I don't have a hat that says Blythe because it's a conversation starter, okay? And I'm trying to rep my hometown too. So I go to the store, Halby's. They don't have a Blythe hat, right? They said, but they can make one. I'm like, what do you mean you can make a hat? I'm like, okay, sure. Well, do you want one with a design? Do you want one? Because they showed me this logo, right? That had the river because Blythe is known for the Colorado River that goes through there. It's known for its sunny days or hot days. Probably has the most days over 120 degrees than any other city in the nation, I would think. But hey, that's what the claim to fame is, and it's big on agriculture. So I said no, I just need the wording Blythe. Okay, that's all I need. And he designed that. I mean, just real quick, 10 minutes, done. And then also I said, hey, I need a hat that says just ROH. ROH, what does ROH stand for? People are like, what is ROH? Russell of Hotels. I said, I've been trying to find someone to do my logos for me because ROH, that's all I wanted. Something that simple. ROH. It's a conversation starter, right? People are like, what does ROH stand for? Russell of Hotels. What is Russell of Hotels? Well, let me tell you what it is. I do this, I do that, hotel consulting, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, really? Okay. So it's a conversation starter. Okay. So that's going to lead to more logoed hats, right? So this is a new design I'm just coming up with, but so now I got someone to do this because before I didn't have anyone because the guy that I was using became flaky. So now I got Joe Halby out there in Blythe. I mean, everything is virtual anyway, right? So you can order from anyone and they can deliver it to you because, that's what I was doing anyway. But the guy just happened to be local. But, local people can be flaky as well. So hence is why I'm in search of, but I think I found someone. So there you go. So shout out to Halby's for the hats. Appreciate it. So anyway, I said all that to say, I don't know why I said all that. But anyway, hey, I'm Russell of Hotels. I do this daily check-in. I talk about hotels and destinations, all that kind of stuff. So today's hotel, normally I showcase a hotel, and today's the Aloft downtown New Orleans. So I was there maybe a couple months ago, stayed there, enjoyed it. The Aloft, the concept of Aloft is the room is no frills, okay? It's not like there's, a lot of bells and whistles in the rooms. Well, you don't need that. If you're in a destination like New Orleans, you should be out and about anyway. So you're using the bed only to sleep in, or shower, change, sleep. That's it. Okay. So a lot of these rooms or hotels nowadays, like the select service, the limited service hotels, they're not made for you to be in the room to like hang out there all the time, right? So get in, get out, go enjoy the destination, and that's exactly what I did, right? So it was great for that. Aloft is a Marriott brand. It's one of the 31 brands of Marriott that Marriott has under the Marriott umbrella. So Aloft is one of them. It used to be part of Starwood before Starwood got absorbed by Marriott, just in case you were keeping score. So, yeah, it's a great hotel, but this is the one downtown, okay? So, not the one away from downtown. I think it may be at the airport. I'm not sure. But this is the one. This is the Aloft downtown New Orleans, or NOLA. Okay, some people don't even know what NOLA means. So I had to make sure. New Orleans, Louisiana. That's what NOLA stands for. Okay, so. And this right here, this little seating area right here, I guess it can a dual purpose thing. You can put your luggage there, a luggage rack, as well as a bench. You can sit there if you want to. It's right in front of the bed. It's right below the TV. So you can do all that stuff. Whatever you want to do, you can do. So anyway, check out the blog, my blog, russellofhotels.com. Everything should be updated for the most part. Not including today's stuff, but everything else should be updated. In fact, I'm gonna have someone take a look at my website just to make sure it's the way it's supposed to be. The colors, the fonts, all consistent. Because I've been doing things myself, right? And sometimes when you do things yourself, and that's not your expertise, you need someone to come in and take a look at it, right? So I'm not sure. I have to take a look and see if anything has been done on it. But you just want to make sure everything's together and right, SEO and all that kind of stuff. So I have someone taking a look at it. So hopefully he did, and if not, he will. So there you go. But this is the bed in the loft. So it's just a bed, right? It's a bed. There's a wall. There's a clock. But we got plugins everywhere. I mean, you can plug in and charge your phones and all that. And that's what I look for now. I look for more the plugins so I can charge my phone and not have to search around like for an outlet. They're normally there, like maybe that clock that's on the left hand side. It has a plug-in there too. I mean, it has a port where you can plug in your phone, plug in your laptop, whatever, charge it up, however you want to do it, or whatever you need to charge. It is there. So anyway, go to the blog, russellofhotels.com. Look at the drop-down menu for blog. Hit that button, bing, and anything I talk about or anything I discuss, there's normally a topic on this show as well as on air with Russell of Hotels, and you will see it. You know what I did not do? Let me turn on the comments here. So if you have comments at all, feel free. I'm live on LinkedIn and YouTube only. Solamente, okay? No más Facebook, okay? I mean, what I mean by that, it's not live on Facebook, but I will do the replay on Facebook as well as these two platforms, LinkedIn and YouTube, okay? What's the reason for that? It's a cost thing, right? So I want to repurpose some cost, and because with the platform I use, Restream, I can do you can do like 8 platforms at the same time, right? I can broadcast to 8 platforms at the same time. Anything over 2 you have to pay for. Anything under 3 is free. Okay, so I say, you know what? Where do I get my most bang for my buck? So every year I got to reevaluate if I'm going to continue to utilize certain platforms or use certain tools or whatever, because a lot of these tools come with a cost. So as a business owner, you kind of have to redefine what you're doing. Do I need this? Do I not need that? Can I repurpose that money into something else? So it's not like I'm not spending the money anymore. I'm just going to repurpose it somewhere else that's going to benefit the services that I offer, and that's basically what I'm going to do. So the only thing that's going to be affected right now is Facebook. It just won't be live. So right now they don't see me, they don't hear me, nothing. They can't make comments. They can't do anything because it's not live on Facebook. But like I said, I will copy and paste this on Facebook, then they can at least see what the heck I'm talking about. It's just that they can't. I mean, they can still make comments. It just won't be in real time. So if you're on LinkedIn and YouTube, it'll be real time. So you can make real time comments right now, and I'll respond back to you. So there you go. There you go. So the real quick, the topic for today is, we just came from a long weekend, right? Or at least I took a long weekend. I think I shut down maybe like on Tuesday after I did on air with Russell of Hotels. I may have said that, oh, I'm still working, but you know what? You kind of shut down. So what happens? So I came up with top five to do list after a long holiday break, and several days of a holiday break, right? So I took, what was that, five, and if you include the weekend, that was four, three. I mean, still 5 days, right? So I took off at least 5 days, right? If you include the weekend. So, top five things to do, or top five to do list after a holiday break. We all need to jumpstart. And this picture right here that you can see, that's the vanity area, where you brush your teeth, wash your face, all that stuff. And to the side of that is where the shower and the commode is, if you will. So, okay, so what are the things that you should do? Number one, reconnect with your network. So, okay, before I get to there, here's a top five to-do list to prioritize as you return from a long holiday break. Okay, number one, reconnect with your network. What does that mean? Send personalized messages to clients and affiliates, wishing them a prosperous holiday, whatever season, whatever the holiday was, and share expanded offers for 2025. So I'm going into 2025, right? So I'm working on a lot of things for 2025, and a lot of these top five to-do lists are for me personally, for me and my business. But if you can glean some stuff, I mean, feel free to take this stuff as well and apply it. But yeah, so I kind of did it with my business in mind. So I kind of write things down like, what do I need to do that I hadn't done last week that I forgot to do or didn't do because it was a holiday. So send personalized messages. So if I was already on the cusp of doing things and maybe I did half of it and didn't do the rest, well, I got to pick up where I left off, right? So, and I was actually on the verge of sending things to affiliates, either affiliates or potential affiliates of Russell of Hotels, so I can get either more business or I can give them more brand awareness, or whatever it was. I need to send out, emails for the most part, or make phone calls and say, hey, I want to make sure that we're on, pace to do what we're supposed to do going into 25, because you don't want to wait till 25 to start doing 25 things, right? You want to utilize the end of November as well as probably most of December to position myself for 2025, right? So that's like I just said, repurposing money and things like that. So I had to look at what worked this year, what didn't work, what should I go into 2025 with, and what should I not? So this is the time to purge things. If you don't need them, purge them. Keep it moving, right? So post updates on LinkedIn and social media to re-engage your audience and showcase your upcoming plans. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm letting you guys know. I'm letting you know what I'm doing for 2025. I mentioned some stuff last week, and I'll mention some stuff today. So that's what it's all about. The second one, set clear goals for 25. Define measurable goals for Russell of Hotels, such as growing your affiliate partnerships. There you go. Boom. That's what I need. Enhancing your podcast reach. I need that. And creating impactful campaigns for hotels and DMOs. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to create, a space for brand awareness, right? So people know if they want to, put their brand out there where maybe they weren't doing it, or maybe they weren't capable of doing it, or maybe they weren't getting the reach, maybe they get the reach with Russell of Hotels. So come on board with me. And hey, my job is to showcase hotels. Like I'm showcasing what? The Alive Hotel in New Orleans. So similar to just what I'm doing here, it's the same thing I can do for any brand or any hospitality brand. So I try to limit things to either it's a hospitality brand or it's a brand that's doing business with a hospitality brand. Big thing, okay? So it's not just about hotels or DMOs or destinations. It's about who's doing business with hotels. If that's a food company, if that's a hotel furniture company, that's fine too. Pool supply company, whatever the heck it is. They do, disinfected for hotel pools or whatever, cleaning supplies, whatever the heck it is. If you're doing business with hotels or want to do business with hotels, this is the right platform for you. So, hey, there you go. So my job is to reach out to people and let them know because everyone doesn't know that, right? Just like everyone thinks that, well, they know my company, they know my hotel. Well, they don't. Just like they don't know what I'm looking for, right? Who I can help, who I am, what I can do, and how I can help. Those are three things that you should always let people know. So that's what I'm trying to do. So that's where that comes in play. Okay. So I said define measurable goals such as growing affiliate partnerships, enhancing your podcast reach, of course. Break these goals into actionable steps to maintain focus and momentum. Yeah, I got to make sure I have steps to all these things, and I actually have letters and all that stuff that's already designed. I just got to email and keep it moving, right? So there you go. Number 3, plan and promote your content. Develop a content calendar for On Air with Russell of Hotels and the Daily Check-In. Focus on trending topics, insights, in your upcoming web series. That's right, Hospitality Unplugged. See, I forgot about that until I just read that. So yeah, so I'm focusing on trending topics, insights, and your upcoming web series. The upcoming web series is called Hospitality Unplugged. Duh. But yeah, so I'm gonna talk about, the steps I took, or kind of where I started, from college to where I am today. Okay. How did I even get into hospitality? Because that was not the goal for me to go into hospitality. I didn't even know what the hospitality industry was, or hotels were, for the most part. I had stayed in hotels with my family once or twice or whatever, but to have that limited knowledge of hotels, and then just all of a sudden that's going to be my major, for several years, like, oh my God, like, okay, well, I mean, there was a step that I'd followed, and then you got to step out on faith too, because I was like, should I do this? I don't know. I mean, it was foreign, but it worked out, right? And I think the reason why I went with the company that I went with, and I'll detail that in the when I start this web series, is that it was the people that I originally met with Marriott that sold me on Marriott as a company. Okay, so a lot of times, it's the people. It's not, because I didn't know what I was going to be getting from the company or what it was going to be teaching me, because I had no idea I'd never worked in a hotel, right? So there had to be an initial phase, somebody that you meet that kind of makes you excited about the company, because that's the only way it got me, right? So I'll talk about that. What else? Start promoting hospitality. Yeah, I got to start promoting Hospitality Unplugged on like TikTok, YouTube, and LinkedIn to build anticipation. So what I did was put out a kind of what do you call it? A teaser, if you will. Yeah, so people can see exactly what it is or whatever, and I'll put that out again, and it's coming soon. I posted it last week, but I'll post it again because I'm not ready to put that out yet, because I have some other stuff that I'm putting out right now, but definitely will do that. So be on the lookout for the web series called Hospitality Unplugged, the story of Russell of Hotels. Strengthening affiliate partnerships. Did I say that already? Reach out to hotels and DMOs to reinforce existing relationships and explore new partnerships. Yeah, I have to do that as well. So update your affiliate page and fresh information and ensure all links are functional for seamless user experiences. So yeah, so if I have things on my affiliate page already, which is on my website, I have to make sure those links are still working, because sometimes after a certain time, links don't work anymore. Okay, so we want to make sure that you have, the links haven't expired, so to speak. Okay, make sure they're working, because the last thing you want is for someone to come to your affiliate page, click on something, and it's not working. So you want to make sure, and you want to do that throughout the year, because sometimes things will go by the wayside if you don't. So just make sure that we're doing that as well. If you do have something similar to that, whatever you're working on, whatever your business is, make sure these things work. Even for, a hotel person, say you're a director of sales and marketing, go to your websites and make sure these things are working. Make sure the information on your website is accurate. You should do that a couple times a year, because you never know, somebody can go in there and change some things or whatever, unbeknownst to you, or maybe you ask someone to do some things and they didn't do it correctly. So you want to make sure you check everybody's work, so to speak. And the last one, refresh your brand, update your website. That goes for everybody that has a website. Update your website. Keep it fresh. Social media profiles and marketing materials to reflect your 2025 vision and new services. So if I have new services going into 2025, I need to make sure people know that and it's posted on my website so people can see it. Although I want to talk it up as well, but you just want to make sure. So it's a refresh for your brand. So that stuff doesn't matter. It's not industry specific. That stuff is company or business specific. So if you have a company website or did you work with a business website or if it's your own company or you're a director of sales and marketing, you're a general manager, you're a sales manager, whatever, take pride in who you're working for or working with or the brand you're working for that you represent. Make sure you go by and check those things and let people know that, hey, you may want to double check the website because there's some errors on there and whatever those errors are or the links aren't working. Whatever the heck it is, you need to make sure you do that. Ensure your branding is consistent across all platforms to present a unified professional image. Always needs to be professional, right? Always needs to be professional. And that goes by, I mean, you want to make sure that the spelling is correct, all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed, all that kind of stuff you need to make sure. What about photos? Are they the writing, is it legible? Is the font consistent? And what about your colors? Are the colors consistent with your brand? Photos, are the photos, high quality or high image, whatever. The videos, do the videos work? Do the links still work like I mentioned earlier? So let's just make sure those things are taken care of. And that's a brand refresh, so to speak. These steps will help you start the new year strong and align your efforts for maximum impact. Let me know if you need assistance with any of these tasks. I'm here to help, right? So that's what I do. So that's real quick. Let's see. These daily check-ins don't have to be that long. They go about 15 to 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Okay, I'm at 22 minutes. So, okay, 15 to 25 minutes. Okay, we're going to be under 25 minutes, so don't worry. So, yeah, once again, this is the loft. And they actually had a area where you can do that's a step and repeat right in back of me, right? So it looked like they were having like a talk show or maybe some performance and people sitting there in those chairs because I went there and did a live there, right, on Instagram. I just sat there and set it up where you can see the loft step and repeat. So people that saw the live that I was doing, they would say, oh, he's at the loft in New Orleans because it said it right there, right? So that's actually a place designated for that. I'm like, okay, go ahead, a loft, appreciate you. So yeah, there you go. And that's the bar. The bar is right next to that. So I can have me a cocktail and do that at the same time if I so desire to do that. So, and that's about it. So this is kind of in the lobby area. But yeah, so this is the Aloft downtown New Orleans. I experienced it maybe a couple months ago. Looking forward to going back. If you ever need transportation, you're going to New Orleans, you need transportation, you need to reach out to Globa 7. Globa, that's GLOBA number 7. Okay, so globa7.com. There you go. There you go. Look him up. Tell him Russell of Hotels sent you. So anyway, that is it. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me for this quick daily check-in. So remember tomorrow on air with Russell of Hotels, that live hospitality talk show that everyone's talking about comes on tomorrow. That's every Tuesday at 1 o'clock PST. So I'm in California, so it's 1 o'clock in California, and of course, if you're on the East Coast, that's 4 o'clock. Okay, so we're a 3-hour difference. If you're like in Houston, Texas, that will be 3 o'clock. Okay, so because it's a 2-hour difference. So anyway, hopefully I got every region of the United States there, so you guys can know what the heck I'm talking about. But anyway, yeah. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. I'm not sure what the topic's gonna be, but you can just best believe I'm gonna be there doing the show. So anyway, that's it. Once again, any questions at all, you can email me, Russell at russellofhotels.com. All the information is right here. If you see the scroller, where's the scroller? Where's it? Right there. There you go. The ticker. So yeah, so Russell at russellofhotels.com is my email. Go to my website, russellofhotels.com. All my information is there. My phone number is there as well. If you have questions at all, feel free to reach out to me. Any way you want to reach out to me, I'm here to accept it. So it doesn't matter how you do it. I'm on every social media platform, so feel free to message me, DM me, whatever. I'm here for all of it. So anyway, that is it. It's 25 minutes, and I'm out of town. Out of town? No, I'm not out of town. I'm out of time. So until tomorrow, see you guys, and as always, peace.